If you want to get more out of Loopy Pro, then these next 5 tips can really help you level up your looping game. Let me show you how. And get some cool stereo width going. So one reason that your loops may be sounding messy is recording and printing your effects like reverbs directly to your loops. Let me show you a cleaner way of doing it. So first, let's do a recording where we print the reverb directly to the loop. So as you can see, it's printed the reverb to the loop. Now that sounds okay in this instance, but if I accidentally add a bit too much reverb and it gets a bit washy and I keep stacking things on top of one another, then it can quickly get out of hand. A good alternative to this is using an effects send both on the vocal channel and on the color group I'm using for my vocals. So if we head over to the mixer and we look down channel 1 here, which is vocals, you can see we've got some effects sends here, and I've got them configured on my little controller here. So if I dial up send A, 1, 2, 1, 2, we've got a reverb. If I dial up send B, 1, 2, we've got a delay as well. Now that allows me to adjust my reverb mix depending on the room, the environment that I'm singing in. I can also use it as an effect to bring in and out. And then that means if I record that same vocal line to a clip in my vocal group, up here, it's not going to record that reverb. So let's do that now. So right now, you can hear the effects. But if I record, you can hear those vocals are dry, but I can add some reverb to that group. So we can also easily add reverb to the vocal group using a send on that channel. So here on the vocal group that I've got, this blue color, I've got the send to a reverb here as well. This just allows me greater control over how I want to route things. If live I start to mess around with lots of reverb and lots of delay, then I can record to my group and only have a little bit of reverb and delay on that vocal group. It just gives me a lot more control. If you want more control over your loops without losing flexibility, then using a group can really help and allow you to target it with some clever actions. Let me show you how. So on screen here, you can see this green group. This is my guitar group. And to group elements, you can create a bunch of clips. And then in the canvas editor, if you head over to the grouping section, you can highlight the clips that you want and you can group them. Once you do that, you have options. So you can have them to only play one loop at a time, all loops play and stop together, or you can let them have the loops that play independently, which is what I want in this case, because I still want to be able to turn those loops on and off. Once these guitar clips are grouped together, I can set up my record widget here to record the next empty clip in that play group. And the cool thing is that means I just need one record button and I can just keep layering up elements like this. So guitar part number 1. I can press that same record button on my controller. And again. And I can just keep layering up as I feel fit. I can also play and stop that entire group and bring them back in when I want them. So using a single clip and overdubbing can get you a similar result, but I like having the flexibility of being able to mute my individual layers whenever I need to. Now your loops don't have to sound flat and mono. You can use clips panning left and right and predetermine where you're going to pan them before you even record. Let me show you how. So going back to my guitar group here, if I click and hold the mixer icon on the screen, that was the mixer icon down in the bottom left hand corner, I'm holding that with my left hand right now, you can see our clips. And what we can do is we can click and drag our clip to the right or left, and it's going to pan it. So let's set up this first guitar loop to go left, the second guitar loop to go right, left and right. Let's just clear those clips for a moment, and I'm going to record a little part, the same sort of part using different octaves, and then that will spread it left in my headphones, right in my headphones, or in the mix, and you can get a cool stereo width going while still looping live. So let's record this first guitar part. So that's now panned over the left hand side. Let's try this clip. That's now panned over to the right hand side, and we can layer up. And get some cool stereo width going. If you would like to download any of my Loopy Pro templates or want some more in-depth lessons on Loopy Pro, then check a link in the description. One wrong press of a button can be disastrous when using Loopy Pro Live if you haven't cleverly chosen which functions happen with which buttons. For example, clearing your clips by just a simple single press can be disastrous because it's so easy to do. On my screen here, I've got my scene set up along the top, and I've got a clear all button and scene 1. Sometimes if I go to press scene 1 and I might miss, if I press that clear all button with just a single press, it's going to wipe out all my clips, leading to a real bad result. Instead, it's a nice, simple, easy fix here, which most people know about, but if you don't, this can be helpful. If you click on the button and change whatever function you've got going to clear your clips from press to long press, that means now if I'm jamming and I accidentally press clear all, which I'm doing now on screen, nothing is happening. But if I want to clear all, click and hold, and it's gone. Here is how I change guitar settings using Loopy Pro Live with one channel and one plugin. This is using Tonestack Pro. Now you could set up lots of different channels for your guitar and use lots of different plugins, but it can quickly get messy in the mixer. Instead, an option is to use a plugin such as Tonestack Pro. Here you can see a whole bunch of different presets that you can use, just like you would on any other guitar modeler. But once you've decided exactly what you want, you can then configure those to widgets on screen. So as I'm jamming, I can select bass, clean, lead, or wah. Let me give you a quick demonstration. So we've got a little drum loop going and we want to record a bass line. I've got my bass patch set up in Tonestack and I'm just going to arm it. Here we go. And once I've finished with that, I can simply tap clean on screen and I've got a clean sound. Record that in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if I want like a wah sound, we can do that. And it just keeps it nice and flexible. You could map these to foot pedals on the floor as well, if you wish. So try some of these Loopy Pro tips out for yourself and let me know down in the comments how you got on. Now this is just a little preview of some features in Loopy Pro. I'm doing a detailed deep dive course called the Loopy Pro Blueprint coming soon. Check a link in the description and sign up now for a discount when it comes out. If you want to know how I use Loopy Pro with Tonestack Pro for my guitar tones, then click the video on screen now.